In scenario 1, we're going to simulate Postgres crash on leader server. We're going to do a kill -9 on postmaster process. And we'll see how Patroni reacts in this case. To begin with, let's see the topology. So here is the topology of the cluster. And this is the leader server or the primary server. And these two are replicas. We are on the primary server, as you can see. Before we begin doing that, I wrote this little script that is going to monitor the cluster, and every second or every 2 seconds is going to write the primary server. So it's talking to the primary server via HA proxy, and currently it says that this is the primary server as we saw in the topology output. So let's go ahead and crash Postgres on the primary server. So this is the postmaster process. I'm going to do kill -9 on the postmaster. So now let's go to the other screen. As you can see, we got an error because it was trying to connect to the primary and the Postgres on the primary is down, and now the error stopped. As you can see, the first error started around this time and it stopped around this time, right? So there was brief interruption, and what Patroni did in this case is it restarted Postgres. As you can see, the primary is the same as before. There was no failover or anything that happened. So what we learned is when Postgres is crashed, Patroni tries to start it automatically. So it doesn't initiate failover or anything. The first thing it does is it restarts Postgres. In scenario 2, Postgres crashes, but Patroni is unable to start Postgres. So unlike scenario 1, in this case, Postgres crashes, but something like disk corruption happens and Patroni is not able to restart Postgres. Let's see what happens. To begin with, let's check the topology. This is the leader as before, and the remaining two are replicas. Also, let's see the other script that continuously monitors for the primary. And this is the primary server, which is healthy now. Let's go ahead and crash Postgres. Let's see what happens there. You can see that started erroring out at this time, and let's see. And you can see that in this scenario, the primary changed. So the previous primary was this, and since it was not able to restart Postgres due to disk corruption, which we induced just to showcase this scenario, so the failover happened and this became the new primary. So whenever Postgres crashes, Patroni tries to restart. In scenario 1, we saw that it was able to restart. But in scenario 2, disk corruption happened and it was not able to restart Postgres, and then the failover happened. So here is a summary of what happens when Postgres crashes. So if Postgres crashes, Patroni does crash recovery and it starts Postgres. But in the event it cannot start, right? There is a variable called master start timeout. So it waits until that time, and after that, Patroni is going to stop it forcefully and release the leader lock. So this one we have shown it in the scenario 1 and this one in the scenario 2.